Just checking fitment and make sure the box would fit with the wood back here. And actually I got more space than I thought I did. And that's with the wood pulled up some. So I can slide that back and it opens that gap up some more. But I was a little bit concerned, but I'm good there. So I didn't like that fuse box that hitting up against that piece there. So that's why I kind of wanted to pull it out a little bit. But I do have that clearance, so I'm good there. So everything's looking good. Pretty close to being finished. But that's how it looks, the box, the wood. Match, wanted the color match it. So it kind of flowed together. And there's the lithium, stained at the same color. I don't think I gotta look in, but it's 80 amp hours lithium. There's the balancer there. Have my friend of mine, Nick, build that box for me. Same guy that built this sub box. And if I sound kind of winded, it's because lifting this box in by myself. Yeah, and that ain't even with the subs. Couldn't be done with the subs in there. So that's, like I said, I think I said it before, they weigh like 73, 75 pounds a piece. Yeah, so that's why they'll never be in there when I move this box. But yeah, guys, still working. Pretty close to being finished. Everything is wired. Gotta finish putting the fan, wiring, bolting the fans down to the board. But I'm gonna do that when I put the amps in. And I think I figured out a way to bolt that back amp in before I slide the board all the way back. I'll pause the video and show y'all what I'm talking about on that. But that's gonna make life a whole lot easier versus trying to put everything in on that piece of board, because that's gonna be heavy. So I think I'm gonna just have the board in there, turn it sideways, and then mount that back amp down, mount the power and ground inputs to that, then slide it back, turn the wood back in place, and then mount the front amp. That's gonna make it a whole lot easier. But I'll pause and show y'all guys what I'm talking about in a little bit when I pull this box back out. And get to working a little bit more. All right, I'm back, but this is what I was talking about here. Let it rest on that shelf back there. Pull it on out far enough to rest here. And there you go. And then I can bolt the amp in here. I'll be able to get to the mounting brackets that are going to be on the back side of the box. If I had just turned back in that way, they would have been hard to get to those. So having it turned this way is going to be a whole lot easier. So big amp is going to get mounted. That's what these marks are, where they're going to be there. And here on this side, and then the other holes are gonna be on this side. I hadn't marked them yet, but that's how it's gonna be. So it's, like again, like I said, it's gonna make life a whole lot easier mounting screws and these on this back side with it turned this way. But and when I'm done doing that, then I could just slide it back around. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but slide it back around like that. Y'all get the idea. Put it back in place, slide it all the way in the back before I secure it to that bottom piece of board. But screws are gonna be going through this board, into that board, through this board, through the carpet, and into that board, and it should be held securely with the carpet sandwiched in between them. Not gonna be able to slide or anything like that. So there it is. That's how I'm gonna mount that amp in the back. Gonna make life a whole lot easier than trying to mount it to the board, then put it in. All right, until next time. All right, here we go. Quick little rundown. All right, EQs mounted, wired up. Distribution mounted, wired up. The relay trigger, wired up. Relay, wired up. Fan, wired up. Here we go. A little something I added and painted switch right there. That right there was from a bigger screw I was trying to get in there. I ain't even gonna worry about trying to repaint that over. I'm gonna leave that. But other than that, that came out real good. Painted the master fans. These are the switches for the fans. I have one on each one versus them running all the time. So there's one for that fan there, and here's the second one for this fan here, or these two fans here. But it's wired up. Mount it down. Yeah, another step closer. Amps. Mount it down. I was gonna screw these in, but I wanted a sturdier way of mounting them, so they're bolted in just like the second ones. Let me try to get that to focus. Okay, there it is. With that board there, it's mounted all the way through with a washer and a nut on the bottom. So I don't have to worry about screws backing out or the hose getting stripped out or anything like that. So that's what I did with that. On the one back here, same thing, but because this bottom amp is thicker, so I did the same thing there. But because that amp is thicker, I had to use 4 washers on top so that bolt didn't go down too far and bottom out on that top of that amp, because that's what was happening. So there, I got clearance there. I'm trying to zoom in. Hold on, bear with me. Now if it can focus. So I don't want to focus. Okay, there it is. You can see there's clearance. You can see that there's clearance there. So that worked out pretty good. So yeah, y'all. Again, still working. I'm about done though. This is how everything is looking like. And I'm gonna try to back up and give y'all kind of a bird's eye view there. So that's what it's gonna look like. Let me know what y'all think so far. Wiring. It's a whole lot neater. Could be cleaner. But some things I didn't account for and had to make adjustments on the fly. So this is the end product of that. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. Gonna be trying to wire up the amps tomorrow. If it doesn't rain, I'm calling for rain, but hopefully it doesn't. Yeah, until next time.